Hello there, my Battlefield friends and fans, and welcome back to Battlefield 1. Today we're going to unlock the RSC 1917 Factory, a brand new rifle for the medic class that came out with the new DLC. In order to unlock this rifle, you have to perform 50 kills with the M1907 SL Sweeper and also perform 50 revives. So let's equip the Sweeper, shall we? I have only used this gun very briefly before, at the beginning when this game came out, but didn't really like it as much as the Rigotti and the Mondragon Storm, which is my absolute favorite medic gun, and then I ended up not using it ever since. But that seems to make us use the less used and less popular weapons for the unlocks to make it more challenging. And the last 3 unlocks were kind of painful to me, so we will see how this goes. Since everyone is trying to unlock the new guns at the same time, you see a lot of people using the same guns and performing the same tasks at the same time as you're trying to do this. In this case, it's actually quite nice to have medics act as medics for once and actually revive their peers instead of just ignoring them in a selfish way. Believe it or not, but the medic class is the one I least play in any of the Battlefield games, not because I don't like it, but because there are just too many medics and not enough support people. And thinking of how many medics there usually are, it's kind of a shame that they don't play their role most of their time. Just imagine how hard it would be on the enemy team if your team would constantly revive each other. They would drain the enemy's tickets faster than yours, and that would help you win. Hint, hint. It took me quite a bit to get used to this gun, as it feels a bit clumsier than the Mondragon Storm and the Rigotti, which have a higher damage and accuracy. But I eventually started to feel quite comfortable with this gun once I found out that it does pretty well in hip firing. And I actually had one of my best matches since the DLC came out using this gun in close quarter. And I most likely will post that video separately, we'll see if I have time. While playing with the Sweeper, I started to finally understand why I did see so many people use this gun, and I actually got killed with this gun quite a bit, and I was always wondering why those people are not using the Mondragon or the Rigotti, since those guns are a lot more accurate and have more damage. And that I was actually way before the DLC came out that I saw people using the Sweeper a lot. Now it has a lot to do with this challenge, of course, but before I was always wondering. And I'm thinking now that I understand it, because this gun is very, very good out of the hip, which makes it probably a little bit more versatile than the other rifles, because you can basically use it in every situation on every map and you don't even have to switch guns. That could be one of the reasons, or there could be something about this gun that I haven't noticed that's special or better than the other rifles, I don't know. Or people just, I don't know, haven't unlocked the other guns. I'm not quite sure what it is. I could never really put my finger on it. I definitely can't say anything bad about this rifle, and I think this will be my next go-to gun, at least for a bit, if I happen to play the medic again in the future. Right now I'm still enjoying playing as a sniper and support most of the time, but this game is going to be out for 2 years, or almost still 2 years, and you have to switch it up a little bit to keep it interesting, of course. I've done the same in Battlefield 4, 3, Hardline, all those games. And so while the other unlocks were pretty challenging for this DLC, this unlock seems super easy and a lot of fun. And the Sweeper is just a fun gun to use, and it's also very satisfying reviving your teammates, helping your team to win. It's basically a win-win situation. But you know, that's coming from me. I have actually always preferred rifles over fully automatic guns in when it comes to World War II and World War I games, because they are just more reliable weapons overall. But there's a lot of people that do better with fully automatic weapons where they can just spray and pray basically, and they may have a hard time using this gun. But if you are at all familiar with rifles or you love rifles, you will have absolutely no issues using this rifle, and you probably can do this challenge in a couple of matches. Maybe not all the revives, but definitely all the kills, because you need 50 kills, you need 25 in each map. So I know I need one more revive, and here we go. I finally unlocked the RSC 1917 factory, and let's go and equip it and see what kind of attachments we have. Looks like we have just the general basic attachments, nothing special. That's okay though. So let's quickly compare it to the sweeper we just used. As you can see, the damage of the RSC is almost twice as much. It has a better accuracy and the control is very good. On the downside, it has less hipfire accuracy, a very small magazine size, and a slow rate of fire. So we'll see how this affects performance in the game overall. Right away, you feel that the gun is stronger and more accurate, but only time will tell how it performs against the other medic rifles. And of course, just because the challenge is over, you don't have to stop reviving peoples. Hint, hint. So, is this gun worth unlocking? Well, it depends. If you were looking for a rifle with better accuracy and more punch, but don't mind the small magazine size and low rate of fire, then you should definitely go with it. Otherwise, not. Unless you like to complete challenges like I do, just for the fun of it. And when you're done with it, you can even unlock the optic version of it by completing additional challenges. So did this gun actually exist in real life? Yes. The RSC went into service with the French army near the end of the war. The rifle was chambered in the same cartridge as the Lebel model 1886, with which it shared some parts. With 86,000 rifles manufactured before production ended in 1918, the RSC 1917 was one of the first semi-automatic rifles to be adopted on such a large scale. Very few rifles have survived in full working condition, making them rare and highly sought after collectibles. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a like. I hope to see you next time on the battlefield. Until then, happy gaming. Bye bye.